counting down the days till you make your escape, but you're afraid you can outrun what's running through your veins. Oh, you're carrying the weight in the dead of night on that broken road. I won't let you walk alone. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, we got each other. Break the chain that left you scarred from where you came into who you are. Oh, my brother, you don't have to follow in your bloodline. Oh, I won't pretend that I know half the hell you've seen, but that don't mean it's stronger than you think. Know it has to end, but you don't know where to start. You can pack your bags and I'll meet you where you are.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns taking on the New York Jets. Of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team. As you'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
How many hands I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We got the plyometric. Wearing a bright election as up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet with the diabetic. They mouths get full of deceit. Let these cowards tell it. Walking New Orleans with the etiquette of LA yelling. Second bad, but somebody gotta do it. Come on, break.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Throwing middle, and it's complete. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't get...
And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Browns go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
And a nice return, but he's going to pay for it as they knock him down hard at the end.
There's no rest to my shut it down. Whatever I get your money up. Only when I got more money down. I'm betting the odds on all of us.
Looking to put a drive together. Now Hall to start the drive. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4.
Watch right. Green 19, good tonight.
Here's a quick throw caught by Smith. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Jet first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Here's Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. You look at this Browns defense. This crew against the pass, issues at times, ranked number 24, Charles, in the NFL.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw, Fields. Well, he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they are back down to the 500 mark after 2 straight losses. And, Charles, this is a team that, to be frank, their play has really dropped off the last couple of weeks.
And, Brandon, I think there's a sense around the building that they can't let this losing streak get any worse than it is. Because if they were to lose here and fall below 500, then you're playing catch-up the rest of the way. They've got to take a stand and make it stop right now.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And it's 2nd down. You talk about this Jets defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. A great play there. 52 yards. And the Browns have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. An extra point attempt to follow here. And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Starting position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
Green 19, green side.
They'll start on the ground. Hall. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
So a 5-yard run the other way in the wrong direction, and that leads us to 2nd and 15.
Here we go, sir. Go.
Ball again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. So here's a 3rd and 14. A shotgun snap, Fields. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Well, here we go on 4th down, Fields. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
I know they got the 1st down, but Brandon, I still don't like the call going for it there. Yeah, they got it, but I would have punted the ball there, played some field position. I mean, it's okay to end drives and kicks, right? You know, we've heard that from different guys before. Remember, a kick's either a punt, right, field goal, or a point after touchdown. It's okay to end it in a kick.
31 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
331.
On the ground with a rookie from Auburn. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
No mas. Don't jump. Ready? Stay high.
From the gun, here's Fields. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall from 3 yards out. And the Jets are back within a score. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
And that is incomplete.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. Trying to lay one up deep. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The start of the second quarter, and it's the Browns in control of the football as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he takes this one in for a Browns score. A great effort there, with his 17th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point attempt here still to come. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Browns 21, Jets 7.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is.
At the 35-yard line.
Extend. Tonight.
Ball again on second down. And space tough to come by there. So we get maybe a yard to the 37. And they'll work with 4 receivers here on 3rd and 6. Fields going to change things up here.
Hey, Ken. Tonight.
Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
On 4th down, Fields. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. Now Fields going to run. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. The big fella. Down to the 10. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return for Browns TD. Well, Charles, not only did they fumble the football, but they're starting to fumble away their chances here a little bit. We've got a 3-score ball game now here in the first half.
And last thing,
on the snap, a poor one, and this is blocked. And the Jets have got it. But he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I remember when they changed the rule, and there was a lot of consternation, especially coming from the kickers. Okay, how's this going to affect things, having to kick a longer one now, much more of a field goal attempt, and the defensive guys saw it as an opportunity to get more block.
That's exactly right. There's more effort now. Before, when it was snapped down near the goal line, you would basically see guys just stand there.
Yeah, not anymore. Now, those guys are going after it because not only can they knock it away and change a little bit of momentum,
and get 2 points.
They can pick it up and take it back for 2 points.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Here we go.
To throw is Fields. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there. It's 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 319, just that. 11.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Well, they'll shift things around.
Down and 9.
Mayday. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Fields. And that is incomplete. Normally I'd say this will lead to a punt attempt, but this offense already showed in the first half that they'll go for it on 4th down.
Oh, they should have already said, punt it. Head coach should have already made that decision.
And this offense has converted twice already here in this first half on 4th down conversions. And here we go again. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10. 27-yard line.
Back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. They drop to throw. And that is incomplete. And the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
And his kick is right there. It's good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
At their own 32-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Let's go Alpha right here.
And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. We'll see if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Moore. They'll get this down to the 38. Now a 2nd and 6.
38-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Now it's Fields. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far. But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
And this offense on 3rd down today, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Work in the middle of the field. He's got a man complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Garrett Wilson, 38 yards. And the Jets get a bit closer. Narbison now for the extra point. And the lead's down to 2 scores now at 16.
Hence the score, Browns 30, Jets 14.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to be down at the 35, gain of 7. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, it makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Second and 2. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will extend their lead even further. So no touchdown that time, but they do get 3 more, and now they have even more of a cushion.
It's been a terrific first half offensively, so it's hard to blame them for not getting into the end zone there. But the way they've been moving the ball in this one, I don't think these will be their final points of the game.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And I don't think they need to be reminded of the situation here. I mean, the clock is dwindling. 3-score deficit waiting for them at halftime unless they can get something on the board here before intermission. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, there's something about narrowing it to a 2-score game at half that makes it feel like much less of an obstacle. Complete. Smith has it. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
And a nice job by the two of them to not only connect on the pitch and the catch, but to carry over their practice work to the game field. They saw the adjustment by the defense, made an adjustment themselves, and picked up the 1st down.
No mas, no mas. Go.
Now Fields. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's going to be incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
2nd and 10.
Here we go, Sly. Hey, 551, 551, 12 go. What do you want? What do you want? Let's blow.
Fields. is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
I had a dream, I had a vision, I had to work for this and you didn't. I had to bleed, still got the stitches. I learned to swim from all your burned bridges. Say you're the poet and the prophet, but you never saw me coming. Always striving for attention, and I got the kind you wanted, and it's killing me now. You wanna spin it around, but the truth's still the truth, nothing you can do. I feel it in my bones, won't bring me down, no, not even close. Go ahead and throw your storm, but you can't stop this, you can't stop this.
The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. Dances by at the 20.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game. This is what they're going to need more of. It's the third quarter. You're trailing. You've got to come out with a renewed sense of purpose, and that's a nice way to kick off the drive with good yardage and a first down.
Here's Fields. Wilson's got it complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
At the 47-yard line.
Move 58, move 58, sit out.
Fields now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 10 more there and another first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now Fields going to run. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going, trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Here we go. Go.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Fields. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Browns are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Tough one there. First drive of the third quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he'd be able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. looking to throw. Now he's loose at the 40. Through the middle of the field. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A big play there with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And they'll bump the lead up to 26. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. A turnover on the last drive. They had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't want to admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go, and it's going to bring up a third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage.
Here we go. Good night.
From the gun on third down, Fields. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Oh, I thought he had that one, and that was nearly a big third down conversion to give this drive some life. Instead, they're on the spot and help separate the receiver from the ball.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They snap it to Fields. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and that will force a turnover on downs. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man in the crossing route. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Browns just continue to roll. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Here we go. Hi.
Out of the gun, Fields. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And now
offensively, it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now, the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half.
There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
They're going to go. It's Fields.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On play action, they'll throw.
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, with the size of lead that this offense has, I don't think that interception is really going to affect them much. But at least for this defense, something small to hang their hat on.
Yeah, and let's face it, they're not even scoreboard watching anymore, right? They're just trying their best to make a play, get themselves off the field, which they just did, and salvage a little bit of pride in this one.
And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
66 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
The interior of that line blocked really well on that run, but also the 2 tight ends, they blocked well too.
Not only have they scouted the line of scrimmage, with their agility, they can get upfield and hit moving targets like linebackers, defensive backs. They do a really good job helping out in the running game.
And a good job of just fighting through one tackle there to pick up about 3. 2nd down coming up.
Here's Fields. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs.
And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 20-yard line.
Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Fields. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor.
And he'll get nothing out of that one. So nothing doing there. And that will bring up 2nd down.
And the 20-yard line.
Angel.
Back to throw. Fields. Nowhere to turn this time. And he goes down. Sacked back at the 29.
Now Fields going to move him around.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Fields nowhere to go here. He lost the football. 2nd time in this game, Charles, the ball has squirted out from his hands. Luckily, his teammate was there to pounce on it.
You're right. Got the lucky bounce, able to retain possession. You know, we often talk about the combine and why do we measure quarterbacks' hands. Is that really a big deal? It's for situations like this. Do you have the hands big enough and strong enough to hold on to the football while being jostled?
And here we go on 4th down. Fields.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 35 yards.
And the Jets take a chance, but they find pay dirt on 4th and goal. Now Narveson for the PAT.
And that'll cut the lead down to 26.
Makes the score Browns 47, Jets 21.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
The Browns drive about to get started. Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one's good for 35 yards on the ground and a 1st down.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
On the ground, this is Quinshon Judkins. They'll get it to the 23-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time.
Come on, set! Hawk 70, Hawk 70!
They'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's in. Touchdown, Browns. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Browns look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs. And I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Now they'll change things up. They'll try to run this one in. And they'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. It's a 1-yard touchdown run. And the Browns look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. In for the sack, Myles Garrett.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
Go.
Operating from the gun, Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Well, the
trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
From the gun on third down, Fields.
Taylor there to bring it in on the crossing route.
And he'll be out right at the 35. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Here we go, slide.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. They overloaded that time on a safety blitz, and he winds up being dropped for a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Here we go.
Looking to throw. Fields. Got a man complete. It's Taylor. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 42-yard line.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards.
Test. Here we go. Delta, 58, who's here's that? All right.
Give to Hall running right.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
94 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Easy. Here we go, tonight.
Back to throw now on 1st down. Touchdown!
Mason Taylor.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Jets get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Point after, right down the middle. And that trims the lead a bit, but still standing at 26 points.
Jets, 28.
The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, we've reached the stage where it's a mere formality at this point. They've got the comfortable lead. We know what the outcome is going to be. I guess the only question is, do they want to put more points on the board before the final gun?
Well, I certainly hope not. And I'm being selfish here because you and I have flights to catch. Let's go ahead and finish this one off, guys. You've taken care of business. Let's close it out. And you and I, let's get to the airport.
2nd and 13. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Going up top. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Down to the 10. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Well, obviously, Charles, no more points were needed, but some teams just can't resist the urge to keep adding on, and they did just that here in the fourth quarter.
And we've certainly been on the call to see many teams do exactly that over the years, Brandon. Some to even more impressive degrees. In the end, this goes back to there's still a defense out there, and it's still a game of NFL football. So if you don't like what's happening, it's up to you to get them stopped.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
And that nearly intercepted. Well, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's fourth down.
Red, cycle, let's go now. 50, grit ultra. Speedo blue. Ready.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Here we go, set. 19, Cougar 19.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
Let's go now.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
Now 2nd and 3.
He'll drop to throw. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they just continue to roll. And, Charles, for you and I, we want the close games, but for them, it has to be so nice to enjoy this big cushion.
I can't remember the last time we saw them play this loose and have this much fun. I think they'd love to be able to capture this game, carry a rhythm from week to week, and be able to execute like this in all the rest of their games.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Oh, a good-looking return set up here.
And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Black 40.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
He's got the hook up with Dobbs.
Oh, he sheds himself free.
Still going.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge manages. He's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass in the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right? Get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
Extra point right down the middle as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would have, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
Here's 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. Looking deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Returnable for Thomas. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
Okay, ready?
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Come on.
Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Now he's going to step up and run. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Black, 95, smash, red. Ready?
Back to throw here. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
52. Trail green. Here we go. Here we go. Set,
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And, boy, possession here turns over with a football already being in the red zone. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Trap 60,
Trap 60. Ready. Bronco 80. 19 tight. 19 tight.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. So no gain on the play. And it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the Jets 17-yard line.
Shut up. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Shut up.
They'll look to throw here.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
Let's go now.
What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better, and try and execute that on the way out the door, and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
And we'll see if they go back to base. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st
Here we
down.
go. 43 blue. 32. Hey, check mega. Hut.
Paul want to give up the middle. Well, that gives him a little room, but not much. A gain of 2 to the 5. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. He's going to let it fly.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Airing it out deep for Smith.
And that is going to officially draw the curtain on this one as the last throw intercepted.
Picked up by Denzel Ward.
And the Browns come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game.
Handsome Lagosian. Name ring bells on both sides of the ocean. Falsetto finesse. Swoon baby girl I wear out of the stretcher. She be like, you a part-timer, I'm an all-timer. You a viral artist, I will offline you. Stay